This is Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell on the Forge Audio Network.
Forge fans, welcome back to the last episode of Forge Daily this week. Today is June 29th, 2023. I'm your host, Mackenzie Barwell, here to give you all things Forge FC. The team is currently en route to Halifax, so they'll be training at the Wanderers Stadium today instead of Tim Hortons Field. I spoke to Bobby yesterday, and he said it's important to do that because they play on grass, so it may make a little bit of a difference. The stadium in Halifax is a lot smaller and, I guess, intimate, you could say. It attracts a ton of local support, and I think accommodates 6,500 spectators. So just to give you perspective, our last home match attendance against Atletico Ottawa would have literally overflowed this stadium. So definitely a bit of a different feel in Halifax. The Wanderers are currently sitting in 6th place, and they're holding a record of 2 wins, 2 losses, and 7 draws. So they have a total of 13 points. So far, between Halifax and Forge FC, Forge having only lost just twice, winning 8 times, and tying a remainder of those 7 other matchups. In terms of players to look out for the third time this month, midfielder Aiden Daniels was next to Forge FC's Taryn Campbell in the CPL's Team of the Week. That was after his standout performance in the Wanderers 2-2 draw against York United on June 21st. He scored the tying goal and assisted the Wanderers' opening goal in that match, also creating 5 chances, and I'll quote the CPL website here. He's positioning himself as one of the league's most dangerous attacking players as of late. So yeah, keep an eye out, midfielder Daniels. Someone else worth touching on, Halifax has a strong international presence. Striker Diego Coimbra has scored in back-to-back matches leading up to hosting Forge FC tomorrow night. So he's probably looking to make it 3 in a row. He signed his first professional contract with the Wanderers and represented Canada at the CONCACAF U20 Championship, scoring his first international goal there as well. All right, let's move on to the pre-match press conference as Coach Bobby had a couple words regarding what he might expect from Halifax as they have improved immensely since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think when you look at them, they're a little bit different than how they started the season. I think they're one team when they started the season, a lot more possession-based, a lot more, trying to move up the lines with the ball. I think maybe that's changed over the last few weeks, a little bit more direct in their build-up. So they've shown a variance to the way they can play. Obviously, the results that they've had lately are coming from, more direct play, bypassing build-up and different things. But they're a team capable now of doing both. So we have to be prepared as a team to see both sides of that. And then most importantly, we just have to be the good version of ourselves. And the one thing you can't do is lose too much sleep when things aren't going well. Right now we went through a tough stretch. But we're second in the standings and in good position. So you have to take a global look at everything and not just be caught in the moment. And that's the most important thing as a coaching staff, and most important thing for the players. I think I talked about this from the beginning that this league will swing in 2-week increments. So hopefully we're going to get into a 2-week increment here where things are going our way. We have to be aggressive in the way we enter this game. We've traditionally done a good job coming out here in Halifax and getting proper results, and that's what I expect. I expect us to be the aggressive version of ourselves. At least that's what we want in the game out of the players, not only on the ball but off the ball. And I think if we do that well, then success usually comes.
Later on in the press conference, Coach Bobby also mentioned that Dav Schwanier is to be determined as to whether or not he will be out on the pitch tomorrow, but Ashton Morgan is out for sure. After tomorrow's match, though, Forge FC will not have another game until July 9th when they meet York United away, so plenty of time for some much-needed rest and recovery. In other news, our fan of the month was announced today, Zachary P. If you are listening to this, congratulations and thank you so much for your continued support. One more update before we finish. Something I should have included in Behind the Beard yesterday. While Coach Bobby was booking his flight, he had to move his seat because apparently he can only sit in the aisle on a plane, which I feel like is uncommon considering the window seat is often the favorable choice. But anyways, there's your fun fact of the day. You will never see Coach Bobby Smirniotis sitting anywhere but in aisle seat. Doesn't matter how long the flight is, where he's going. On that note, that is all the updates I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening. No episode tomorrow, but you can stream the match against Halifax on One Soccer at 6 p.m. So enjoy the game and your Canada Day weekend, and I'll be back on Monday.
This has been Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell. If you like what you heard, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share.